Day, April 11th, 2021, here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We do not miss. So be sure to subscribe to our channel, set the notifications, and, of course, hit that like button. Greatly appreciated. It keeps this thing going. Going to talk about that a little bit later on. But, of course, let me bring in my co-host. We got a full card for today, so going to get right into the action. We had one rain out yesterday. We had a lot of weird games, a lot of games. Once again, I had games that I had won that I lost, but I still ended up with a winning day finally in baseball. I'm going to turn that corner, play to the back of my baseball card. Like I said, I'm just going to keep trudging forward. I'm going to stick more to my guns. It was something I haven't been doing, so I'm going to stick to them, and I'm going to ride this thing out like I always do. Once I get on the horse, that's really what it takes. It's just, you get on and it's like easier to buy into the system, which doesn't always make a lot of sense. But anyways, we've got a big NBA card today. I just posted the last two videos. What happened was I was doing the videos last night, and the lines come out late, for a lot of the games in the NBA these days, because guys are sitting and guys are not sitting and games are late and all these kind of things. So the lines come out late, but they come out around 11 o'clock Eastern time, usually maybe a little bit later than that, sometimes 10:30, 11 o'clock. You get the early lines, and that's what I've been doing them off of. But last night it was like I was so flat because after doing 25, 26 videos, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to do them in the morning. So I just posted Grizzlies, Pacers, and Clippers, Pistons. I just did those this morning. I just posted them. So we do have those out there. But one thing, guys, please hit the like button on those videos, man. It's sad. It's like 5,800 views, 54 likes. I mean, either you guys hate my videos, which is fine. It's like if you hate them, you hate them. But it's like, if you're going to watch them, man, if you can hit that thumbs up, it costs you absolutely zero. I have to say, you don't hear me complain, often here. I show up every day. I don't like when people make things up about me, say things that aren't true, or just, treat this show like a competition, or, between me and you, or me and somebody else, or somebody else and somebody else, because that's not what it is. Those things all get on my nerves. And I tell you, even the thank you, and thank you this person in the Facebook group is irksome. It's like, if you want to thank them, buy their package, man. Take some of your winnings, buy their package. It's not that expensive, and, hopefully you nailed it big. I gave out that Marlins reverse run line yesterday. Believe me, you put $10 on that, you could buy a month of somebody's package, right?
Or subscribe to YouTube Premium.
Yeah, the YouTube Premium is $30 a month. It's like, thank yous are hollow, to be honest with you. It's like I always say, no reason to thank me because, and no reason to kick me in the teeth when I lose. It's like, it's all part of the game, and part of what we do. So, kind of what we signed up for. So, it's like, it's not that we don't want to feel appreciated, but it's like hitting the thumbs up, buying a premium package, things like that, supporting what we do is way more helpful to us than saying thank you in the Facebook group. Because it's like, it almost becomes disrespectful to everybody else on the show. It's like, it's like, thank you for this. It's like, yeah, what about the 18 winners that Brian gave? What about that? It's like, it's not like nobody else hit any big winners on the show. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it, but whatever. We could talk about it later too. It's weird. It's like the notifications didn't go out or something. I don't know.
How about those Lakers yesterday?
I'm not showing anybody watching.
No, I'm not showing anything either. No notification.
I got the Facebook one, but that's it.
Oh, here we go. Now it must have just gone out. It must have just gone.
Right now, there they go.
Just when I said it. After I went through that whole big spiel. Anyways, I'll go into it again later. I also am going to change some things up. I'm going to reach out to the cappers and have them start doing videos during the week as well. I don't know how many they'll be able to do or whatever, but, every one less that I have to do is make me more effective in everything else that I do. And I also want to, hopefully, it'll give me time to add that other thing that I want to do, which is a money show. Just all about money, betting strategy, money, not give. I know what's going to happen. So we'll go in the comments and people say, "Who do you like in the Lakers game tonight?" But I don't want the show to be about that. I want the show to be about money, just only about nothing to do with anything else but money and making money on sports betting. Showing the teams that you make money on, the teams you don't make money on a daily basis, as well as the money moves throughout the day and how accurate these are. We'll keep score on these things, because Brian and I, we argue about it all the time, right? But we never really go back and keep score on it, on all of them. I'm going to guess that a lot of times it's right, a lot of times it isn't. It's like, and it probably runs in streaks. But anyway, speaking of money, let's get on the money. We got early action in the NBA. Charlotte, Atlanta. This is a regional rivalry, man. These are two states, border states, and that's why South Carolina, Georgia, huge college football rivalry, and the Falcons and the Panthers. I think it's underestimated. The type of rivalries that are in that area. But Charlotte against Atlanta. Then you have kind of a feature game here with the Celtics playing against the Nuggets. I'm going to guess that game's on ABC. Up against the Masters. They're going to put that one on ABC or ESPN.
NBA TV.
NBA TV. Wow, for the Celtics Nuggets. Oh, whack. That is crazy. What's on ABC? What the heck are they showing? Let me see. If it's an infomercial for this digestive thing, I'm going to
I think it's gymnastics, probably.
Let's see what the hell they're showing. 3 p.m. Eastern is what? 9 o'clock, right? So it is Serie A soccer, Rod. Italian Serie A from Artemo, Fiorentina versus Atalanta from Artemo Franchi Stadium in Tuscany, Italy, is what ABC is showing during that time, as opposed to the Celtics against the Nuggets. Okay. You think it's that they didn't want to go up against the Masters?
Yeah.
My friend David sent me a picture from the Masters. He sent me a film clip on my phone. I have to show it. And he's like, "Hey, who's the guy wearing the Kapalua mask?" And he's standing right behind the guy teeing off. He's got you have to wear the face mask, but it's the Kapalua. The Kapalua butterfly with the pineapple. He's right behind it. And then we got, wow, that's disappointing. And then we have the Cavaliers, who, you want to talk about disappointing. Straight dumpster fire last night against the Raps. And then the Orlando Magic against the Bucks. This looks like the sucker bet of the century. Speaking of sucker bets, Brian, who do you like in these?
I never give out sucker bets, but I actually like all four of these games, but I'm going to cut it down to two. I think the best free pick of the day is probably the Hornets getting the points. I think this is a one-possession game. I think you're getting +3 here with Charlotte. They played in January. Hornets won, I believe, by 4. Hornets 7-3 last 10. Hawks 6-4. Like I said, I think whoever has the ball last is going to win, and I'm going to take the points with the Hornets. And then the Orlando Magic +8.5. Bucks are on a little bit of a rough patch. I think the small novice guys come in with Bucks money, and then the guys that know what they're doing are taking the Magic here +8.5 at home. So those are my two best bets out of the 4.
Who do you have? Hornets and Bucks?
Orlando Magic plus the 8.5, and the Charlotte Hornets +3.
They just showed a commercial on TV for Legends, 8-part A&E series about wrestling.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin's on Sunday night.
April 18th begins. That looks like some fun times. I get more comments about my Ric Flair behind me than I think anything else. It's like, I don't get the nice thank you, Mitch, for the Marlins reverse run line night. Hey, is that Ric Flair behind you?
Somebody sent me a message saying that you guys should give out wrestling picks, but I don't think you can gamble on pro wrestling.
I'm sure someone will take that action. Ron, who do you like in these 4?
Yeah, I also like the Hornets getting the points. And we've seen this line bounce all over the place, and that's because of the status of Trae Young. But even if he does play, I still like the Hornets getting the points here. Like Brian said, I think this is just a one-bucket game either way. It's going to be a tight one. And Mitch mentioned before, this is a rivalry game, and I don't see the Hornets just laying down, even though they are battling some injuries. So I'll take Charlotte getting the points. Wouldn't be surprised to see them win it outright.
Rod?
I agree. Give me the Hornets as well. Hornets already beat the Atlanta twice this year. I don't see why they can't just whoop them up again. Give me the Hornets plus the points in that one. I also like the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets come in and beat up the Celtics. Celtics ain't been so good on the road. Nuggets 7-0 after their opponent scores 100 or more points in the previous game. So Celtics had a good game in the previous game. I think they get blown out in this one. Give me Nuggets in that one. And I know the Cavs looked absolutely awful yesterday. And you know what? That's just the perfect spot for everybody to be avoiding them like the plague. So let's fade the Pelicans, and I'll take the Cavs here plus the points in that one. As I think it's closer than the 7 points, as everybody will overreact to what they seen last night from the Cavs. I think the Cavs show up and have a good game here today.
I'm going to take the Celtics against the Nuggets. I think this game is going to be tight. I think it's going to come down to like the last possession or so. I think the Nuggets probably win the game, but I think the Celtics, it's one of those where they have a shot to win it at the end, kind of like that Bucks game that they lost. I like the Magic as well against the Bucks. The Bucks are a lousy road team against the number. They're not a great team, and the Hornets is the layup there against the Hawks. So I'm with you guys on just about all those. We got the Knickerbockers taking on the Raptors. We got the Dallas Mavericks against the San Antonio Spurs, and the Grizz against the Pacers. I just did this video. Brian?
Yeah, I think the Grizzlies get some. They hurt me the other night against the Knicks, but I'll be back on Memphis tonight. I think they get revenge from getting beat down at Indiana earlier this season. I don't think 3 is too big of a number for them to get over. I see the Memphis Grizzlies winning that one by about 7 or 8.
Yeah, I gave out Grizzlies in the video, but I tell you what, I'm a little sketchy on it. The Pacers have won 3 of their last 4. Pacers are always very quiet when they, quietly putting things. They always quietly put things together. And also that 9th seed in the NBA playoffs and 8th seed are now a whole different meaning. With the Pacers in that 9th spot. It's they're still in the playoffs, right? The 9th spot, play in.
Yep.
Ron?
The only one I like in this time slot, I like the New York Knicks against the Raptors. The Raptors just took down the Cavaliers rather easily last night. I think that some people are going to overreact to that win. This Raptors team still battling some injuries. The Knicks coming off a win over the Grizzlies in overtime. Like the way that they found the W in that one. They're home in this game. Raptors on a back-to-back after having to be in Cleveland last night. I just think this is a spot where the Knicks grab the W. So I'll lay the points with the Knicks.
Right.
For me, I like the Bulls. Give me the Bulls too. I'll lay the 4.5. It's the Timberwolves. They stink. I'll take the Bulls minus the 4.5.
Not in this time slot, so that's why nobody else.
Did I jump the time slot? My bad.
That's it. Rod gets a spanking.
It's like, yeah, I like the Canucks today. It's like,
I like the Flames.
Who do you like? Any of these 3 games, Rod?
No.
No?
If I jump the time slot, then
Ruffaloed us.
He's pulling a Ruffalo.
He's Ruffaloing us.
Taking a
All
pass.
Right. Nope, nothing wrong with a Ruffalo. It's a straight Ruffalo in the time slot. And I'll go with the, I kind of like the Spurs here against the Mavericks. The Mavericks are playing really well. The Spurs are really not playing well. But the thing is, the games in San Antonio with these 2 teams actually usually pretty close. I'll take the Spurs here. I think the Mavs win, but I think it could be one of those disappointing. The Mavs are used to disappointing their backers at the window. I think they disappoint them here. And that Grizzlies-Pacers game is just an outright Ruffalo for me on that one. It's like the Grizzlies, when they get above 500, it's exactly what we saw against the Knicks, where it's like they blow a 15-point lead, still have a chance to win in regulation, and then their best player misses a layup at the buzzer.
And foul shots. He missed foul shots.
Yeah, missed foul shots. The Knicks were like cheering on the sideline as he's missing foul shots.
That crushed my heart.
Oh, I'm a broken man after that game. It's like those, it's like it's been that type of it's been that type of year for me this year. It has been that type of year, but I always play the back of my baseball card, so I figure I'm spring loaded, man. I'm ready to go. Anyways, so I'm going to avoid that one, but I'll just take the Spurs out of that grouping. We go to the Bulls, Timberwolves, the Clippers against the Pistons, and the Miami Heat up against the Blazers, who are on a back-to-back.
Yeah, for me, in that time, so I'm gonna take the Los Angeles Clippers, laying that 12. They've won 4 in a row, 8 of the last 10. I think the Pistons are starting to regress even more, if that's possible.
Kawhi Leonard not playing for the Clippers in this one.
No problem. I'll lay the 12 points here with the Clips. Like I said, I like the Magic and the Hornets more, but this is probably my third place game.
I like that they just say it's rest, no like fake elbow injuries or anything.
I thought Embiid was going to rest.
It's like taking the day off, It's like, it's weird because like NFL quarterbacks never take the day off. It's like Tom Brady calling sick. They never take the day off.
Yeah, well, for me, I'd like the Bulls and Timberwolves to go over the 231 total. First matchup between these two teams was a 133 to 126 final score. That game went to overtime, but the Timberwolves are just not playing any defense whatsoever. Last two games giving up more than 140 points. One of those was in overtime, but still, this is just not a good Timberwolves defense. And then you got a Bulls team that's scoring pretty well. They could use a win like this against a weak team, and I just see both teams putting up some points in this one. Wouldn't be surprised to see both teams in the 120, so I'll take the over.
Rod?
I think you see the Bulls. I think you see the Bulls in the 130s. I like that over as well, but I like the Bulls to easily cover that number. And I'm going to go the other way. I like the Pistons. That's way too many points for Kawhi-less Clippers. And the Clippers, they seem to get up for the good teams. These bad teams, they play down to these bad teams. They're just like, are we trying to get in here?
I don't know if they do that, but they, I don't know about the moaning and groaning and the hand gestures. But I know that, I know like Kawhi Leonard's not going to play. I mean, that's part of it.
I think what you do in that Clippers game here is you wait until 8, 9 o'clock at night Eastern time and then place your bet and see where the line's at.
Nah, I like it right now. Just get to 12. You're good.
Yeah, I think this one's going to drop.
Plus 12. You're good.
It's a dropper. I think if you're going to bet it, you got to get it now because I think it's a line dropper.
Yeah.
I'm talking about if you want to bet the Clippers. You wait.
Oh, yeah. The real hero is that girder. Anyways. Anyways,
Timber.
Anyways, I like the Pistons in that one. I just think that. So the Pistons have been on the win one lose one bandwagon, and it's like I always think the win one lose one. It's like you look at the win ones, they're all the lousy teams, and the win ones are all the good teams, But I don't know. I think they at least cover here against the Clippers. Paul George seems to get up for the games that Kawhi is out. I'll tell you that much. I'll give him that, right? Does he not? He seems to like relish that role of like, all right, tonight's my game, right? He gets
to
like
me,
way
this line
up
seems
for it.
really high. And
For the
I think it's high for a reason.
For the little thumbnail, for the game, I put Paul George in there. Like normally, I kind of alternate the guys and stuff. Different, whoever has a good picture, but it's like Paul George, and I kind of knew it was going to be a Paul George day. Anyways,
I don't think it's too high, Brian. I mean, the Trailblazers were given 11.5 yesterday against the Pistons.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought, though, without Kawhi, that, 12 points, that's a lot. So that made me like the Clippers because it was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Clippers are such a public team. The LA teams, New York Knicks, even when they're not good, Celtics, these are the public teams.
I base the public teams off the betting sample, not off of long history of who the public team is. Like yesterday, Brooklyn Nets were the public play. That didn't come in.
Yeah, see, we have a different way of judging things. I look at things in terms of web traffic, and I know the articles of the teams that get the most views, right? I know what words you put in an article to get the most views, right? This is what I do for a living, right? Not a living, but as our business, right? To get how all of you people watching us found us, right? Is by me, creating content that you guys found us, and then hopefully liked what you saw, and then you stayed, right? You kept coming back, and more people find us, and more people find us. But I know, that certain teams, you put Charlotte Hornets out there, and you put Los Angeles Lakers, and I'm going to guarantee you that the Lakers will get 4 times as many views as the Hornets, and to me, that makes them public. And the same thing with Michigan State Spartans, the same thing with Michigan Wolverines, Notre Dame, right? It's like, I know the teams that do it. Yankees, Dodgers, right? These are
Miami Hurricanes.
No. How many students go to Miami? I think I've asked you this question. How many
I
students?
have no clue.
Ron, how many students go to Miami? Undergrad.
I think it's in the single digit thousands, like 5,000.
Yeah. It's a small private college. It's not like University of South Carolina or Ohio State or something. It's not like a school like that. It's just not. It's a small private college. That's all it is. And the fact that they dominated in sports for like that is pretty amazing. But it's not like Ohio State or Florida State or Texas. It's like those schools are gigantic. How many students go to Florida?
About 50,000.
50,000. It's a lot tougher to get in than it was when I was your age. A lot tougher. A lot more people going to college, I think.
Romanelli's the cream of the crop.
He is the cream of the crop. He's too good for those people. That's what I say. Drop out of school and join us like a normal person.
Yeah.
Brian, what are you selling today?
I'll tell you what, off my 4-1 day yesterday, 9-3 last 3 days, 75%. I got my Sunday Super Sharp 5-pack, 3 Major League Baseball dogs, 1 NBA, 1 NHL. Looking to tear it up? You want to be sharp? Get my Super Sharp 5-pack for $50 at pickdogs.com.
Ron?
Yep, I got my Super Sunday trio today, my top 2 MLB plays, and then my NBA play of the day as well. All 3 plays for $29.95. Looking to make it another winning day on the weekend.
Rod?
For me, I've got Supreme Sunday. I got 3 NBA, 2 MLB, and loving these five plays here today. We're gonna sweep the board. Supreme Sunday. I just got a feeling. Bounced back from 3 and 4 day yesterday. Feel it. Loving these games today.
Winning day for me yesterday in baseball. Like I said, I always play to the back of my card, so I got a big one out there today. And of course, we got our YouTube Premium. I don't know. I think a lot of people like it. I think some people are confused about it, about what it's supposed to be. So yeah, I think it's a good thing. A lot of people seem to hop on board. Some people, it's probably not the right thing for them, and other people it is exactly. And I think unfortunately, the unfortunate thing, I hate to talk about the negative, but I think the unfortunate thing about the YouTube Premium is that the people that have the highest expectation, it turns out that that's not the product for them. It's like when you have 4 people or even 3 people giving out picks, and I even give out consensus picks on there where I say, I don't like this one. Right? I mean, I do it all the time, when I give out the consensus pick. We don't necessarily agree on those picks. So you're not really riding any particular system when you're buying those premium picks, unless you're picking one capper and going with them, or using it as a tool to go along with your own picks to say, yeah, I like the Yankees and Brian likes the Yankees.
Yeah, okay. I had the Rays yesterday. Thank you very much.
I had the Rays also, but it took begging, kicking, and screaming to get
How
you
about
off
the Blue
Yankees.
Jays yesterday?
I mean,
Exploded
I had to
50
literally get on my hands. You guys watched the show on Friday. I had to plead with these guys to take the Rays. Rod and Brian were both on the Yankees, and I just had to plead with them, try and talk any kind of sense into them to get off of that Yankee pinstripe pride that they have. They just love big favorites. And I mean, I understand some people that's their game, but you know, Brian loves big public favorites. Favorites in the over. That's his game.
Yep.
I'm okay with it. No, I just think that I think the YouTube Premium, you know, it's going to be hot, it's going to be cold, and it's like it's going, you know, it's a normal course of things. But I think if you're looking for a more consistent pattern, you know, if you're looking for a consistent pattern, then you pick a cap or you buy a month of their picks and you ride that out. That's the way to do it, you know, or even a week. I'd say a month is the way to do it, but, you know.
Yeah, I think you take a look at the 30-day chart and see whatever's on there.
You don't even go by that. You pick a capper that you like their style, because guys that are so at the top of the chart, hot, very hard to keep it going, you know, for a prolonged period of time. Yeah, guys are going to win, and they've proven to be winners over time, but rarely do you see a guy go on a 2, 3, 4 month heater. It happens. I've done it myself, and so has everybody sitting here. But, you know, the same thing at the same time, it's like, different cappers have different philosophies. We have some cappers. We have one guy who picks every favorite on the board. We have another guy who won't pick a favorite. You know, we have another guy who, you know.
Well, when I do pick a favorite, I get made fun of and blasted. So I can't even pick a favorite anymore.
It's okay, Brian. The Dodgers are playing today.
Kershaw's
going today. It's all good. I'm just saying that it's like. I'm just saying it's a dip your toe in the water type product where it's like I wouldn't take our picks as gospel and judge your entire betting strategy on it, because I'm telling you, you know, I give out picks there that these guys don't agree with, and they give out picks that I don't agree with. And I'll tell you, the other day, the consensus was the Yankees right against the Rays, and I said, I'm on the Rays, man. It was like 6-2. I'm like, I'm on the Rays big in this game. Anyways, I would never wanted to do it to begin with. Some of the feedback I'm hearing, a lot of feedback from people I'm hearing is really positive. You know, most of the feedback is positive, but some of the negative feedback, it just seems to be confusion as to what the product actually is. And to me, that's a problem. If we're not properly explaining what it is and what it's supposed to be, well, then maybe
for me, their guys are getting my best possible 2 plays of the day.
Well, maybe what we need to do is the introduction video for the premium that I have on there. Like there's an intro video. Maybe I reshoot it with all of us on there, you know, and we all get to say kind of what our philosophy is in betting. And then, you know, we maybe have like a little conversation about what this thing is, you know, because I think it has changed over time. And when we came up with the concept, you know, we didn't really think about all of these things. You know, it was kind of like, yeah, let's do it. And Brian mentioned it, and everyone's like, yeah, do it, and whatever. And so I was like, I'm always like, fine, right? And I grudgingly did it. It took a couple months, right? But
yeah, I think once we get to football,
I know, but it's hard because value. It's a $30 product, right? And it's like to have to explain to somebody in the email and all that stuff. It's more than $30 of my time. I love all the people. I'm not going to leave you hanging, you know, because you only bought a $30 a month product. But, you know, after YouTube takes their cut and after everything is paid out, so, you know, it's so whittled down that I lose money, you know, answering those emails. I lose sleep. I lose everything else.
It's too bad you don't have a special email for the YouTube Premium, because I would answer them for you. Give you a break. You got to chip in, help out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. I would like to get a better product. If it's not what people want, then let's get a better product, right? Let's do it better. And even if it's more expensive, you know, let's get it better. It's like I always say, man, if I'm not embarrassed by my YouTube videos that I did 6 months ago or our shows that we did a year ago, then we're not doing something right.
Right? You go back and look at my first video, and I'm like, "Ooh, that was horrible."
If you're not embarrassed by the stuff that you were doing a year ago,
first video,
and you're not doing it right.
Chris Ruflo's first one, he had the laptop on his belly.
On his belly.
I remember that one. He probably was eating a cookie too at the same time. I don't know.
Anyways, no, I'm not hitting the course today. I got a meeting after this, believe it or not. I work all the time. I think most people don't realize that about me either, is that I work all the time. It's like I might get out for 2 hours a day to play golf here and there, but now I'm down to once or twice a week with that too. Like Sunday, I have a meeting at 7 o'clock my time, noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. Yeah. Anyways, speaking of meetings, we got a full card of Major League Baseball today. And be sure to hit the like button, everyone. I'm telling you, our likes are pathetic. And I love all you guys, but the effort on hitting the like button on my regular videos and on this show, sad, man. It's like, I don't understand it, personally. It's like 5,000 people watch. We get 54 likes. It's like, what the hell is that, man? Customers just really hate us. Anyways, got the Cubs and the Pirates, the Red Sox and the Orioles, who broke my heart yesterday. The Blue Jays and the Angels, the Marlins and the Mets, and the Rays and the Yankees going back at it. Brian, any of those five?
Yeah, I'm right back on the Pittsburgh Pirates today. JT Brubaker. I think Williams will be motivated to have a good start for the Cubs since he played for the Pirates, obviously. But I just think the Pirates give the Cubs a hard time. Cubs are 1-6 last 7 versus right-handed pitchers, and 1-4 last 5 in Pittsburgh. I think strong plus money play on the Pirates. And then my secondary play, I'm going to take the Angels over the Blue Jays. I had the Blue Jays yesterday. They actually spanked them. I think Angels come back and get a W here against a veteran pitcher that's seen better days.
Who was the other pick?
Pittsburgh Pirates and the Angels.
Ron?
Do we get to the Tigers game? Was at 1:10.
No, it's next.
Okay. The two picks that I like are the exact ones that Brian just gave. I like the Angels on the money line. I think you see that they're the favorite in this one. I think that tells you all you need to know. Tanner Roark, I think he's going to get hit hard in this one. And I like the Angels to win it. And I also think you're getting great value with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Brubaker's got great stuff. As long as he watches the walks, the free passes he gave up 4 in his first start, then he'll be fine. I think that the Pirates have a very, very good chance to win this game. And if you're getting plus 130, that's where your value lies. The Cubs are batting 168 as a team, batting average-wise this season. That's terrible. You can't take a team laying minus 140 on the road if they're batting that badly. So I'll take the Pirates money line.
So are you saying that Trevor Williams might be familiar with losing games in Pittsburgh? Is that what you maybe say here?
Yeah, he's a natural.
You think he's lost a couple games in Pittsburgh in his career?
I think he loses one more today.
Just checking. Rod?
For me, I'm going to take the Pirates as well. I'm going to take the plus 1.5 again. I think it could be closer. Trevor Williams does know this park well, and he might come in with a little chip on his shoulder. And he didn't pitch too bad his first start. He is 1-0 on to start the year. So I'm going to take the Pirates plus the 1.5. The Angels and Blue Jays, I will take that over the total. I think it's at 11. I'll still take it over. Both these pitchers aren't that good. We're definitely going to see some runs in this game today in Blue Jays and Angels. And I'm going to take the Marlins. I don't like Stroman. Stroman had a good outing in the first one, and I'm going to fade him here. Give me the Marlins.
Listed a starter yet in this game?
No, I'm down with TBD. Give me TBD. Whoever comes and goes. I'm going to take the Marlins over the Mets in that one.
I like the Angels as well. Alex Cobb, he used to be really good in Tampa Bay. We saw some signs of improvement last year in Baltimore. I thought he was a lot better last year than what we had seen in recent years. So I don't think the experiment's over there. I also kind of like the Marlins here against the Mets. I'm not a Stroman guy. I'm playing with house money on that one after yesterday. Jacob deGrom, his first career home run that he gave up on an 0-2 count. That was a laser.
That was a sweet laser.
It was all he needed.
Yeah, it's a sweet one. Yeah.
Got so the Rays and the Yankees, an interesting one too. I like the over in that game. Jordan Montgomery's serving for the Yankees, and Brent Honeywell is this guy. This guy is the goods. This guy has everything. He's one that you really, really want to watch out for. The issue with Honeywell has never been his stuff or anything like that. This guy's been injured a few times. He was the top of top prospects. This guy was like the best. This guy's the highest rated prospect in the history of the Tampa Bay Rays organization. He made it to, I believe, the 8th or 9th top prospect in all of baseball a couple of years ago. And he ended up having UCL injury, which is Tommy John surgery. So he was fine. He came back after Tommy John surgery, just like most guys do. He's throwing the heat. He's threw so hard he broke his arm.
Yeah.
Yep. So now it's like the long-awaited Honeywell. So we'll have to see what he is. And I'm going to guess he's probably going to take some licks here against the Yankees because it's his first major league start, and he's up against a pretty big lineup there. And I think, we've seen Stanton struggle at the plate. He might hit one really far here. So I think we're going to see Jordan Montgomery. But the thing is that this is a great spot for Honeywell because he might get hit a little bit in here. We'll probably see some flashes of good stuff. Who probably will get hit a little bit as well. But he's up against Jordan Montgomery, so I don't think either of these guys are going to factor. Well, Montgomery might factor in the decision, but I don't think Honeywell's going to factor in the decision because Jordan Montgomery just does get hit so hard. I mean, it's like I was at a Yankees game in the late '80s, and Andy Hawkins was pitching for him against the Tigers. It was the year that Trammell, the Whitaker year. And I was listening to the game on the radio. You used to listen to the game on the radio at the stadium. And Serling is like, 11 Detroit batters have come to the plate. 11 balls hit extremely hard. It was like, and I think that's Jordan Montgomery. He reminds me a lot of Andy Hawkins. A lot of him, man. This guy, I mean, he is a piñata. He is just, I love the over in this thing. This guy is, I mean, he stinks with a capital stink. I don't care what uniform he's wearing. He could be on the Yankees, whatever. It's like, you stink. You absolutely stink. What did he have last year? Is he all right? 5.11. He was actually a run and a half improved from the 6.75 he'd served up the year before. Yeah, this guy's a stinker. 2017, played in 29 games. Normally the Yankees try and really hide this guy. All right. I like the over in that one, in case anyone didn't realize what my pick was. So,
I think Honeywell's going to be the opener, and then Michael Wacha will come in to because he was the scheduled starter, but they're going to give Honeywell the open, so he'll probably do 1-2 innings, and then Wacha comes in.
I'm interested to see. I'm interested as anybody.
Yeah, I mean, this is his first game since 2017.
You got to be cheer for this guy.
I remember meeting him in single A like 5 years ago. And he's an eccentric character, but he's got good stuff, that's for sure. Fastballs, triple digits. I don't know if he hits it anymore with, the surgery, but he's definitely got a good makeup, just a little wild, and this is his first start, so we'll see what happens. But interesting.
I've had the pleasure of being at bat against two guys that went on to play in the major leagues, and I can safely say I couldn't get the bat on the ball against either of them. Not even a foul ball, nothing. 3 pitch strikeouts both times. Both guys. One guy struck me out 3 times on 9 pitches. No hits. And then the thing is, he went to the major leagues, did the same thing. Perfect game. It was like Juan Nieves. Same thing. He went to the major leagues. He did the exact same thing to those guys. It was like filthy. It was like I didn't even want to bat. It was like by the time it was the 3rd time up, like I don't even want to go up there. It's like nudge you. It's like the coach has got to say, I don't want any part of this, man. No one at that age, threw a curveball like that. Threw the heat like that. Ridiculous. Tigers against the Indians, Twins against the Mariners, White Sox against the Royals, and the Texas Rangers against the Padres. Cardinals against the Brewers. What the heck? Brian, any of those 5?
Yeah, I'm going to give the guys one of my premium plays. They absolutely free. Make sure you're on the Kansas City Royals today. The White Sox are about as filet-o-fish as you can get today with Dylan Cease on the mound, who really hasn't. Not that Mike Minor's an ace. I just think the Royals have been chopping at the bit after that 6-0 beatdown they took to the White Sox. So I loved it yesterday. I like it even more today. And then St. Louis Cardinals with Ponce de Leon on the mound. I just think he's too much for Anderson. So I'm going to lay the juice there at the Cardinals. That's a pretty square play, though.
Yeah, that's real square.
I gotta toss in a square once in a while.
It's pretty surprised when you said that.
But I like the Royals 1,000 times better than the Cardinals.
I'm a little hurt by that, but that's.
Ponce de Leon is. Wait a minute. Just repeat that because I'm going to write it down. This Ponce de Leon overpowering somebody. I mean, this guy stinks. I mean,
Brett Anderson's no chance.
No, he's terrible. He's terrible. This is a bullpen game, and the Brewers have the better pen.
Yeah, maybe I need to get talked off the Cardinals ledge.
I think you do.
All right, I'm going to mark that down here.
The White Sox were the first team in Major League history in 2020 to go undefeated against left-handed pitching.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw their OPS was like 833 against left-handers last year,
Yeah,
which is like crazy.
17 in a row. They're currently on a 17-game winning streak versus lefties right now.
Wow.
After beating Seattle the other 4 days ago. 10-4 in that one against the left-handed pitcher. On the road, right? How many home runs did they have in that thing? A lot. They hit a lot of home runs in that game. Everybody got one.
No, they're going to get crushed today. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, it's just the thing is that if you want to bet against, if you want to go with the lefty against the White Sox, that's probably not the one you want.
We'll see. I think it's a cake. I think it's a layup for the Royals today.
Oh, yeah, it was Paxton.
Oh.
So Collins, Robert, and Abreu all hit home runs in that game, and that Abreu shot was a tape measure. What do you like in these run?
I like the Tigers getting a 1.5 against the Indians. Yeah, I took them yesterday getting the 1.5, and obviously that one wasn't even close. But I'm not ready to lay these giant prices with this Cleveland Indians team. I just don't think they are the team that we've seen in recent years. The World Series teams and the playoff teams. I just think the lineup is too weak for me to lay that price. So I'll take the 1.5 with Detroit. I also like laying the run line with the Minnesota Twins. I usually never lay run lines with home teams because you don't get that 9 full at-bats. But I just think this is a spot after coming off the loss that the Twins flex their muscles a bit and they get a comfortable victory. I also like the over 9.5 in the Padres-Rangers game.
What was the second one? I missed it.
The Twins run line.
Twins run line. And then the other one is?
The Tigers run line, Twins run line, and the Padres over.
Padres over. Okay.
Yeah, you got Fultonevich on the mound.
I know who's pitching. Fultonevich against Morahone.
Yeah. Two guys that.
Yeah.
I think you're not going to see a no-hitter in this one. I think you see lots of runs from both teams. It's a coin flip for me for the winner, so I would lean Rangers as well on the money line. I think you're getting good value, but the better play for me is the over.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Rod?
For me, I'm going to take the over in the Detroit and the Indians game. I think we're going to see a whole pile of runs in that thing. And I like the Mariners and the Twins. I think we got a nice pitchers too. I think they're going to go under the total again. Both guys off to a good start. We're going to go under the, 8.5? I like the under in that one.
Which one is that, Rod? I'm trying to keep.
Twins and Mariners. I'm going to go under the total in that one.
What was the first pick? Was that it?
Indians and Tigers over.
All right.
Mariners and Twins under. I'm going to take the White Sox on the money line. If you like the Royals, I think that's a 1-run game all day of the week. 1-run game, because they're gonna burn the White Sox run line. So White Sox win that game on the money line, not on the run line.
The White Sox will win by 150 runs.
No chance. No chance.
Either way, I'm gonna take the White Sox on the money line in that one. I'm not gonna mess around with no run lines on that one. And the Padres in Texas, we are going to take that one over runs. I know it's a pitcher's ballpark, but those pitchers aren't pitchers. We're going to see some run city.
The Marlins just announced their starting pitcher, Josh Johnson.
No, it's not. Is it Sixto Hernandez? Is he healthy yet?
No, they still haven't decided yet.
Sixto Sanchez.
Yep.
Sixto Sanchez.
Marlins got a lot of nice young arms.
They always have been great at developing talent. Always. They always trade well. You know, they're very good at the heist. They had that World Series team. I mean, they put together that pitching staff. Oof. Trading those guys. End up with like Josh Beckett. Who'd they have on that staff? It was like crazy, right? It was crazy good. AJ Burnett.
Yep.
A lot of guys. Miggy, they got in one of those trades. They had everyone. Charles Johnson. And I think he was on that other team. The Moises Alou team. I don't want to be shaking hands with Moises anytime soon. Yeah, I kind of like that over as well. In Texas, San Diego. Be my pick of the litter there. Over Texas, San Diego. I guess it's an over day. Got the Diamondbacks and the Reds, the Giants and the Rockies, the Braves and the Phillies, and the Dodgers versus the Nationals. Clayton Kershaw, Max Scherzer.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to take the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's the best bet later on in the day. I think Diamondbacks are going to be a streaky team. I think they were a streaky team last year where they can win 5 or 6 in a row and then lose 5 or 6. I think they're about to start a nice hot streak here. Too many small bettors on Cincinnati tonight. And then I'm going to go square in the night game, take the Atlanta Braves to beat up on the Phillies. And I think if you fade Matt Moore all year, you should be up money by the end of the year. I mean, it's pretty bad. And the Braves bats are starting to wake up. I think minus 160 is high juice, but
well, it's nothing for you, Brian.
Diamondbacks are my top play, and then secondary would be the Braves.
Luke Weaver,
big cup of juice.
Luke Weaver's got some good numbers.
Well, you like the Reds tonight, is what you're saying.
Well, Luke Weaver only gave up 3 home runs in his first outing of the year.
All right.
So against the number
I think
one,
if you parlay Diamondbacks and Royals
against the number one offense in baseball. Just saying.
He gave up 8 home runs in 14 2/3 innings in spring training.
Luke Weaver gave up. They traded Paul Goldschmidt for this guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Tony La Russa no longer running the show in Arizona as far as putting the pieces together. Oh, he's on the Cardinals pitcher. I love him. Who do you want? Goldschmidt. Okay. It's like, what? In what world? It's like, you want to talk about bad trades, man. Paul Goldschmidt for Luke Weaver. And then, somehow La Russa, he lives it down, right? It's like you never hear about it. So, what? When I saw that trade, I was like, what? Rod, who do you like?
For me,
oh, wait, Ron's still going?
Yep,
Yeah.
sorry about that. I also like the Braves. I'll pick up that nice cup of juice there. Just think if the Braves are minus 160 favorites against Matt Moore, that's telling you all you need to know. Like Brian said, if you fade Matt Moore this season, you're going to make a lot of money. The Braves bats are waking up in a big way, and I think they get the win here. So I'll take Atlanta on the money line. I also like the over in the Reds and Diamondbacks game. I wanted to like the Reds, but this line makes me a little bit scared. I think that's why you see Brian on the Diamondbacks in this one. But I think the better play for me is the over. You just see two bad pitchers. The Reds offense, we know what they can do. They can hit lots of long balls, and Luke Weaver is not too shy in giving up those home runs. Like I just mentioned, was terrible in spring training against the long ball and was terrible in his first start, giving up 3 homers. I see lots of runs in this one, so I'll take the over.
Rod?
And for me, we'll start with the Nationals and the Dodgers. We're going to take that over the 7.5. I know you see Max Scherzer and Clay Kershaw, and you're like, yeah, we're going to have pitchers do it. Yeah, no, these guys. Scherzer with a nice 6 ERA. Kershaw with a 4 ERA. I like the over 7.5 in that one. Definitely going to see some runs. I think we get to 10 in that one. The Reds and the Diamondbacks. Also, I like that one to go over. I think as the Reds bats wake up, Arizona's bats have been hitting as well. I think we have a whole pile of runs in that one. And in the Sunday night game, I also like the Braves. I'm going to take the Braves on the run line and minus the 2.5 in that one. And I'm also going to take the over 9 in the Sunday nighter. Lots of runs in that one. Because people like to see runs. So we're going to see it Sunday night. Lots of hits.
Rod, living up to his ball hog reputation here. Wonder who's who on the list of games in this one. It's like, yeah. Anyways, kind of.
See, and you thought it was going to be all quiet when I took a pass on that last section over there. See, like, no, we don't need those ones. We'll move on.
And he
to
took
better
a
ones.
It was a 3-game. It was a 3-game swing.
Right.
That's before we got the hockey.
I like the over in the Reds D-backs game as well, and I like the Nationals here with Scherzer. I think both these guys are past their prime, but I think Scherzer's the better of the two. I know he gave up a ton of home runs. Like he had Luke Weaver type numbers as well. I think he gave up 4 home runs in that first outing, but he outside of that he was really good. So I like Scherzer here. I think he's just challenging hitters too much. That's his makeup, He challenges too much, and he doesn't have the overpowering stuff that he once had. But maybe he does tonight.
And the wind was really blowing in that game. Everything was carrying out of there. It was unbelievable.
It didn't. His location didn't help.
Oh yeah, I mean it's on him, but I mean, I don't think he gives up 4 homers tonight.
Well,
it depends. What's the marine layer like in Dodgers?
Certainly a possibility. Anyways, yeah, we went over that Miami-Portland game. Someone keeps asking that question. We went over that, so you can watch the replay. We're on baseball. And that Braves Phillies game, I don't know, man. It's like minus 160 is way too high. The Braves are going to win. So I would maybe say Braves run line. They return the favor. The sweep in Philly, now the sweep the other way. It's kind of fun watching those Philly pitchers come back to earth, right? It is. It's like, you guys aren't good. It's like, you're not good at all. It's like smacked around. It's like, you're kidding, right? Eflin. You're kidding. Matt Moore's not good. All right. Brings us to the hockey section. It was too good to be true. Jets yesterday. Easy winners. Catching that.
These games are horrible.
Yeah, tough hockey card.
Wow, Brian. I like the enthusiasm there.
They are hard.
Got only 4 games. Oh, no, we got more than that. We got 7 games in the NHL. Got the Sabres and the Flyers, minus 233 for the Philadelphia Flyers. Got Vegas against Arizona. Anaheim Ducks against Colorado. Brian, any of those 3 beauties? Lots of juice for you, so I know you like that.
Did we get to the Devils and Penguins?
No, we didn't. We just got to those three that I mentioned.
The three early ones.
Okay. Boy. I don't love the play, but I'm going to take the Flyers on the puck line here, minus the 1.5. I know the Sabres beat them one of the games in the last 2 game set, but I think the Flyers are starting to turn it on here, and I think you could easily see a 4-1, 4-2 type game here. So I'm going to lay the puck line with the Flyers.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably the strongest play for me in the hockey board tonight. Flyers puck line. You got 2 teams in different directions. The Sabres are going to be sellers tomorrow. Not sure if a bunch of players that might be traded are going to suit up in this game. And then you get the Flyers that just took down the Bruins yesterday. Now a win tonight and a Bruins loss, and they're only 2 points behind the Bruins in the standings. This is a game Philadelphia cannot let slip through their hands, and that's why I think they win it by quite a bit. So I'm going to take Flyers puck line.
Well, I'll answer your question. If those players that are going to be traded or not traded are going to sit, they don't sit players in hockey just because they're going to be traded that day. Unless they're actually traded and they're actually traded, then it says they're traded. They'll be playing.
Taylor Hall out?
They don't sit there. I think he's got an injury, but he was already sitting out with an injury. But they don't just sit guys out in hockey for, we're going to trade this guy. Let's just sit him down. No, they work.
They could
Get
be
in
traded
there.
Today.
Get in there. You earn your money. Get in there. But I like the Flyers over the Buffalo. 1.5, easy blow. Gonna blow them out here. I think 5-2 is what I see in that one. And I like give me the Desert Dogs plus the 1.5 in this one. This one's got a 1-goal game written all over it. All the publics jumped on the Vegas Knights on the puck line, and it'll be a 1-goal game. This Coyotes are a solid team as well. Give me. And I look the other way, and I think the Colorado Avalanche are going to whoop up on the Ducks. I see the public dumped on the Ducks thinking that, the Ducks puck line this year has been amazing. No, this is the Avs team. This is the team that's got the best shot at winning the Stanley Cup this year, I think. In my eyes, they come in and blow up the Ducks 6-1, 7-1. It's got a blowout written all over it. Give me the Avs on the puck line in this one.
I don't like any of these games. Not one of these is worth betting $1 on. None of them have any value whatsoever. And there's no value on the favorites here, and there's no value on the dogs. Maybe Sabres puck line. Maybe. Maybe Coyotes puck line. I mean, those are leans at best, and Ducks puck line, but really, there's not even any value there either. So the 3 dogs on the puck line, I think, probably the only way to play those. But like I said, not anything that I really like there. Rob, what were your plays? I didn't write them down.
Flyers on the puck line, Coyotes plus the 1.5. So Coyotes on the puck line, and the Avs on the puck line. You're gonna blow them out.
I disagree with 2 of those 3, but that's okay. I don't love anything there, that's for sure. But there's no value there on the puck line because none of those teams that you're laying the puck line with have done anything that makes you think that they're worth that kind of risk. Colorado has been terrible on the puck line on the road. Phoenix is reasonable on the puck line only because Vegas is so bad on the puck line. And the Flyers, 8-12 on the puck line at home. Gotta be kidding me. It's like, you got a bad team, throw in a 40% chance of winning on top of that. It's like, plus you're laying a 1.5. So sounds just.
I bet you
sounds like a miserable day at the office.
Take the Coyotes money line first period, because I think they come out a lot stronger. And if you look at, I don't have a number right in front of me, but I bet you if you look at the Coyotes money line first period, is probably you get a big juicy plus number on that one.
Mitch's hockey advice sucks. Well,
just because the Golden Knights, they're a team that they sometimes they don't come out very strong, and they just come out
Well, Rod sounds more
lackadaisical.
convincing because he's from Canada. I haven't watched a hockey game since the Blackhawks won the cup. You know, it's like I just only go by the numbers, but my record picking these games is actually pretty good, especially the ones that I really like a lot. I've been nailing these things. Mine was a winner again yesterday. Too good to be true. It was too good.
See the
It was way too good to be
plus
true.
one plus 175 Coyotes money line first period. I think they come out hot and they get a lead in the first period. That's my play on that one. Nice one.
Remember what happened? You took the last time you took the Sabres plus 1.5. Mitch 4-1 they lost. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I don't care. You know, but it's like I know that overall my picks on this show have been on fire. I'm about 26-4 or something. My hockey picks. So you could pick out anything and point to one loser out of a bunch, but it's fine. It's like, and like I said, I never watch this stuff, so I'm really not offended. There's math here to these where it seems to work in hockey. It worked yesterday with the Jets. They ended up winning 5-0, right? It was too good to be true. Hot diggity dog.
Hot diggity dog.
I'll tell you, there is one hot diggity dog out there today.
Well, we're gonna find it as we continue to dig here, as we unpeel the onion, as they say. Got the Bruins against the Capitals, the Devils against the Penguins, the Flyers and the Rangers. I think these guys are going out for Starbucks after, and then Nashville against the Predators, the worst name in all of hockey, in all of sports, worst nickname, up against the Stars. It's like you got to change the name of the Edmonton Eskimos, but the Predators is okay.
Bruins game canceled, I think.
Canceled.
It's been like that all morning. I'm not sure if it's canceled, but I think it's weird for some reason.
It's a weird game.
It's been like that. The line's been like that all morning. I was wondering why, but I think this game was maybe a makeup game at some point. Like maybe a game was postponed when the Bruins had COVID, and that's why
I'm not gonna.
It's like weird on
game?
sport. Yeah. Let me look it up. I think it's still on, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's still up there. It just looks weird on the website.
Not many books have the line for that one.
Oh no, yeah, I see that. I don't know why.
What does ESPN say about it?
ESPN has it up there. It says Washington minus 125.
Yeah.
But some of the books don't have it as one of the games listed. It's like the NBA of hockey.
Anyways, any of these games? Anyone?
Yeah, for me, my hot diggity dog today is going to be. I'm not going to have the balls enough to take the Devils on the money line, but I'll take the plus 1.5 at minus 160 juice. I think after that 6-4 loss, the second game, I think Blackwood comes out, stands on his head. And I think it's a 1-goal game either way, but I'll take the plus 1.5 at minus 165.
Yeah, I also like the Devils.
I'm sure you could find it at minus 170 if you really shop the lines.
I'm going to shop around and get the worst number I can.
Yes, that's too good to be true.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Devils on the money line. I just think that's where your value lies. I do think the puck line is a good play, but I don't really love laying that price. So, Devils, I think, have a great chance of winning this game. I like Blackwood in net. I think he's doing a lot better than he did in the beginning of the season. The Devils coming off the loss to Pittsburgh a couple days ago, but I think they battle back and have a decent chance of winning it. So I'll take the Devils money line based on value solely.
Rod?
For me, this is the Penguins. They're playing pretty good this year. I'm going to take the Penguins on the puck line. I think they come in and feed up the Devils.
9 and
Just as you
12 on
said,
the
Devils
puck
Devils are
line.
definitely going to be some sellers here, and they've already done some selling. I think they're going to do some more selling. Uh, I also like the Rangers. Give me the Rangers in the Battle of New York. It's going to be a 1-goal game, and I'm going to take the Rangers to beat the Islanders here.
Looks appealing, but
You should take the
Islanders
plus
17
1.5 on
2 at home. They're tough.
They are tough, yeah. And the
17
Rangers have been playing good
man.
hockey, and I think they come in and get the win in that one.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
lean Rangers as well in that one.
I like the
It's
Rangers
like
money line on that
it's like betting a left-handed pitcher against the White Sox.
Well, the White Sox are going to get their butts kicked today.
one.
Okay.
And I'm also going to take the Dallas Stars. They're going to walk into Nashville, where it's really another place that's tough to play, but they're going to get the win. I mean, the Stars on the money line is they're starting to rack up wins.
There's no meat on the bone here in the NHL today. There's just no
Yeah, it's
value.
a bad card.
Tough.
It's really hard. That Rangers Islanders game is a coin flip any way you go. Even the puck line is a coin flip. Everything is a coin flip about that game. If anything, the Islanders money line is the best play of those. Is the only play really on this whole card. Yeah, and the Capitals puck line is the other one if that game goes. So for me, it's gonna be Caps puck line and Islanders puck line. No, Islanders money line. Islanders money line. Caps puck line. I would say that the neither of those are going to be Mitchie Puck's plays. These are leans at best. All right, we get to the parlay section. Rod has left me once again about 1/8 of an inch to work with on his spacing here for his picks for today. Rod, who do you like?
We're going to go with
get two of them again.
No, we just got one today. We're going to go with the Pistons plus the points. We're going to take the Miami Heat on the money line, and we're going to take the White Sox on the money line.
Ron Romanelli.
I'm going to take the Charlotte Hornets getting the points, take the over in the Padres and Rangers game, and I'm going to take the Atlanta Braves on the money line.
Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Charlotte Hornets plus the 3 points. I'm going to take the Orlando Magic plus the 8.5, and then my easiest play in baseball, the Royals on the money line.
I knew you were going to say that. I already had it written down. I already had it written down. It's like, Brian loves to give out like that third loser in his parlays. He just loves doing it. He does it all the time.
This one ain't.
It's like, how many times does Brian lose that third pick in the parlay? Because it's just like a ridiculous pick like that. I like the. I'm going to go to the NBA today for my parlay. I'm going to take the Boston Celtics against the Nuggets plus the points. I'm going to go with the Charlotte Hornets in the early game, and then I'm going to take the Spurs against the Mavs. And that'll be my parlay for today. Thanks everyone for joining us. It's been quite. Oh, but the recap section. Brian took in the NBA. Brian took the Hornets, the Magic, the Grizz, and the Clippers. Ron Romanelli took the Hornets, the Knicks, the over in the Bulls game. Rod took the Hornets, the Nuggets, the Cavs, the Bulls, the Pistons, and I took the Celtics, Magic, Hornets, Spurs, and Pistons. In baseball, Brian took the Angels, Pirates, Cardinals, Royals, Braves, Diamondbacks. Ron took the Angels, Pirates, Tigers run line, Twins run line, Padres over, the Braves, the under in the Reds, over in the Reds D-backs game. And Rod took the Pirates plus 1.5, the Jays, Angels over, the Marlins, the Twins, Mariners under, the Tigers over, the White Sox, the Padres game over, and the Braves. He also took the Reds D-backs over, the Braves on the run line, the over in the Braves game, and the over in the Nationals-Dodgers game. So full card there from Rod. And then I took the over in the Yankees game, the over in the Texas game, the over in the Reds D-backs game, the Nationals and the Braves on the run line. And then on the ice, Brian gave out the Flyers on the puck line and the Devils plus 1.5 is his hot diggity dog. Then Ron gave out the Flyers puck line and the Devils money line. And Rod said the Flyers puck line, Phoenix puck line, Avs puck line, Pens puck line, Rangers and the Stars. And I said Caps on the puck line, Islanders on the money line. And then for the parlays, Brian said Hornets, Magic, Royals. Ron said Hornets. Ron said Hornets over in the Padres game and the Braves. Rod said Pistons, Heat, and White Sox. And I said Celtics, Hornets, Spurs. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. A full show. And, of course, we'll be sending out that premium YouTube in just a moment. And most importantly, I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow. I'll see you guys later.